The Halloween Hang-Up. Wake Grove Elementary was buzzing with excitement. Bat and spider decorations hung from the ceiling, jack-o'-lanterns flickered in every corner, and the gym had been transformed into a Halloween wonderland, complete with karaoke, fog machine, and a spooky songs playlist. Jed, Mia, and Marcus couldn't wait for the Halloween party at their school tonight. The three of them squirmed in their seats, counting down the minutes on the clock until the end of the school day. And then the bell rang, and the Halloween fun could begin. This year, they had the best costumes, and they were going to get to wear them 2 nights in a row. "You guys ready for this?" Jed asked his friends. "This is going to be the best Halloween weekend ever." Yeah, replied Mia. "Party at school tonight and trick-or-treating tomorrow night? That's double the fun." Marcus chimed in. "I'll meet you guys at my place in an hour. My mom will take us to the party. Don't forget your costumes." The three friends went home to change into their costumes. Jed dressed as a baseball player, Mia a witch, and Marcus a skeleton pirate. When the three friends arrived at the school for the party, kids and teachers complimented their costumes. Some said they may win the costume competition. They couldn't have been happier. And all was going perfectly well. They danced to spooky tunes, bobbed for apples, and enjoyed some yummy treats and juice. "This is the best Halloween party ever!" Mia shouted over the music. "Arr!" said Marcus in agreement. Jed smiled while mimicking a baseball swing. "Nothing could ruin this night. It's a home run." And then everything went dark. The music stopped. The lights flickered once and then died completely. Gasps and nervous giggles filled the gym. "Is this part of the party?" someone whispered. "Nope," said Mr. Johnson, the math teacher. "Looks like the power went out." The teachers lit a few emergency lanterns, but the rest of the school was pitch black. Jed, Mia, and Marcus huddled together. "What do you think, Jed?" Mia asked. "You're always our leader." "Well," Jed said, "we've got to do something. Let's try to go find some flashlights and figure out what's going on." "There's probably some in the teacher's lounge," replied Mia. "Let's go," said Marcus. "Operation Light Hunt begins." They crept through the dark hallways, their costumes rustling with every step. Suddenly, a shadow moved near the lockers. "Did you see that?" whispered Jed. A tall figure, wrapped in bandages, shuffled into view. Its eyes glowed faintly green. It raised one arm and mumbled something that sounded like "Fuse." "It's a mummy!" Mia shrieked. The kids bolted down the hallway toward the teacher's lounge. Mia slipped and fell on the freshly polished floors. "You okay?" Jed asked, while helping Mia to her feet. "I'm good," Mia replied. "Right here, guys," Marcus whispered, while cracking the door open to the teacher's lounge. Jed and Mia tiptoed through the door behind Marcus. In the teacher's lounge, they found a stash of flashlights, a mop, a roll of duct tape, and a big net used for gym class games. "We need to protect the school," said Jed, gripping the mop like a sword. Mia's eyes widened. "Are you crazy?" she said. We've got to get out of here. There's some mummy running around and you want to face it? Just then, the doorknob to the teacher's lounge jiggled. Someone was coming in. Hide, said Marcus, and the three friends hid behind a table. Then the door opened. It's the mummy, Mia whispered. Shh, replied Jed. The mummy seemed to be shuffling things around in the lounge. He was looking for something. Flashlight. And then the mummy left the room. Am I crazy, or did it sound like the mummy said flashlight? Marcus asked. I heard it too, replied Jed. Why would a mummy be looking for a flashlight? So the three friends huddled together, and Jed drew up a quick plan on a napkin. Okay, we follow him, making sure he doesn't see us, he said. We have to find out what he's up to. They had 2 more run-ins with the mysterious mummy, once near the art room where he knocked over a stack of paint cans, and once in the library where he seemed to be searching for something. He's hunting for supplies, whispered Mia. He's building something or destroying something, said Marcus. Jed clutched his mop-sword. We stop him tonight, he said. The kids continued to follow the mummy at a safe distance. They followed him all the way to the fuse box, where the mummy was mumbling and fiddling with the wires. He's cutting the power to the school, said Mia. He wants it dark so he can get us. Not if we get to him first, Jed said bravely. Here's the plan. Mia, you distract him with the light. I'll charge at him. And Marcus, you capture him with the net. On my signal. Marcus held the net. Jed stood at the ready with the mop, and Mia aimed her flashlight like a spotlight. Now! Shouted Jed. Jed charged with the mop. Mia shined the flashlight in the mummy's eyes, and Marcus threw the net. The mummy stumbled backward, just as the lights flickered on. We got him, Mia yelled. Teachers and students rushed to the scene as they heard the commotion. The mummy, now on the floor, moaned and grumbled as he reached for his head. Next, he pulled off his mask. It was Mr. Smith, the school custodian. He looked up at the three friends, his bandaged costume slightly askew. I was fixing the fuse box, Mr. Gladstone gasped. Oh my goodness, Mr. Smith, are you okay? He nodded slowly. Had dental work today. Can't talk good. The three friends stood stunned. You were trying to help? Jed asked. Mr. Smith smiled crookedly. Mm-hmm. Everyone burst into laughter. The tension melted away instantly. We thought you were a real mummy, Mia blurted. We saw you by the fuse box and thought you were cutting the power to sneak up on us. Yeah, agreed Marcus. We were just trying to save the school, but we didn't know you were actually trying to save the party. Mr. Smith understood that the kids were just trying to help. He realized that his mummy costume and dental procedure made him appear as a real mummy in the dark. Everyone shared some laughs about the misunderstanding, and Mr. Smith took the rest of the night off. In fact, the students all wanted him to join the party. Mr. Smith agreed to stay, and he showed off some surprisingly smooth dance moves, including the moonwalk and some dabbing. I think the mummy just became the life of the party, Mia said, giggling. Jed raised up his juice cup. To Mr. Smith, the savior of our Halloween party, and the bravest mummy we know. The end.